everyone, I have a very exciting video to show you guys today. This is the most insane Dragunity combo that you will ever see that only takes Remus and a discard. Now the reason why I wanted to show you guys this combo was not just because the end board is insane, the end board is very insane, but in this combo we aren't using staple Dragunity combo cards like Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, Zephyros, or Atum. Now here's the deck list on the screen of the cards that I'm using, and in the side list I have a bunch of cards that other Dragunity players use that I don't like. I pretty much never want to use these cards in my own combos because they aren't necessary anymore. You have a ton of Dragunity combo cards like Darkness Metal, Zephyros, Atum, Lubellion. You have Saronir, Regain, the Tachyon Engine, Ringo Worm. These are just a bunch of cards that I never want to play in my own Dragunity deck. A card like Darkness Metal is very good because it can bring back Gyderg from the grave, and that card is used to keep adding and discarding Wing Beast or Dragon monsters from your deck to your hand. Atum is also very crucial because that's the card that will summon Darkness Metal out from your deck. It's very easy to see why people want to use these cards in their Dragunity deck because these cards complement each other very well. Glow will let you add Mistletoe from your deck to your hand, and then you're going to summon the Mistletoe and equip Gyderg onto it. Glow will let you summon the Gyderg, and then you add and discard a card, then you make Atum, then you summon Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon off the Atum. Darkness Metal will summon back the Gyderg, and then you add and discard Zephyros. These cards honestly have incredible synergy together, and it makes sense why people play them. In my opinion, if you're playing Darkness Metal, then you should honestly play Zephyros and Atum as well. If you're using one of them in your deck, then you should just use all of them. And in vice versa, if you're not running one of them, then you shouldn't play any of them. This is the real reason why I want to show off this Dragunity combo. It's because it's incredibly optimal. Optimization and consistency is my favorite thing about Yu-Gi-Oh that no one else ever talks about. When other people build a deck and they show off a combo, they want to show you the craziest combo that they can, and it makes sense. They want to show you the maximum that a deck can do with a new support and how strong of an end board that you can make. I personally don't mind that, but when I want to play a deck competitively, I want to have the least amount of bricks possible. I don't care how much better of an end board a brick can make me, I want the most optimal and consistent deck that I can make. In my deck list you can see that I don't play very many bricks at all. Instead what I'm doing is I'm maximizing on hand traps. Hand traps are incredibly important in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! In this deck I have 14 hand traps, and that's a very good number because it means I'll always see 2 or 3 hand traps in every opening hand. I would much rather have a combo that has less bricks in the deck that give me a weaker end board versus a stronger combo that has to play more bricks in their main deck. Another reason why I don't want to play these bricks is because the combo that I'm going to show you guys is also incredibly optimal. The end board is so strong that there's no way for me to make this combo more optimal. So now we're going to get into this combo and I'll show you guys what I mean. This combo is incredibly good. So for this combo we only need Remus and a discard in our hand. We're going to activate the effect of Remus and discard the card to add Dragon Ravine from our deck to our hand. We're going to activate the Dragon Ravine and discard the random card in our hand to add Dragunity Karinas from our deck to our hand. We're going to summon Karinas and add a Dragunity spell card from our deck to our hand, which is going to be Divine Wind. Now normally in most Dragunity combos you would get Divine Lance, but this time we're going to add Divine Wind. Now you're going to activate the effect of Remus in the grave. If you control a Dragunity monster you can summon this card from the grave. However, because we did this, we can only summon dragon monsters from our extra deck for the rest of this turn. Also, Remus can't be used as synchro material for anything other than a Dragunity synchro. Those are both completely fine. Now you're going to take Karinas and Remus to summon Gyderg. Now you're going to activate the effect of Gyderg to add Falchion from your deck to your hand and then send that card to the grave. Normally people add and discard Baby Rock here, but we want to add and discard Falchion instead. You're going to activate the grave effect of Falchion and target your Gyderg. You're going to banish that card and equip Balance from your deck to that card. You're going to activate the effect of Balance to summon it, and then you're going to take Balance and Gyderg to summon Crystal Wing. This is very important to summon Crystal Wing here because this is also our 5th summon. If our opponent had Nib here, they could activate it, but now we're safe from that card with Crystal Wing. Now here you're going to activate Dragunity Divine Wind and send the Ravine that's currently in your field spell zone to the grave. You're going to add back Karinas from your grave and summon the card, and then you're going to equip Koos from your deck to it. You're going to activate Koos' effect to summon the card from your spell and trap zone, and then you're going to take Karinas and Koos to summon Barcha. You're going to activate Barcha's effect to equip Phalanx, Koos, and Gyderg to it. It's very important to equip Gyderg to this card. You're going to see why it's incredibly important that we have to equip Gyderg onto Barcha. Now you're going to unequip both Koos and Phalanx and use both cards to summon a Romulus. You're going to use the effect of Romulus to add Dragunity Glow from your deck to your hand. You're going to activate Glow here to add Mistletoe from your deck to your hand. Now this is my favorite part of the combo. Normally what people would do is tribute Romulus to summon Mistletoe from their hand. Then after they would equip Gyderg onto it and then use the grave effect of Glow to summon the Gyderg. Afterwards they would add and discard a card, and then they would use both monsters to make an Atum. Now obviously we aren't going to do that in this combo because I already said we're not using Atum or Darkness Metal, but instead we're going to activate the grave effect of Glow to special summon the Gyderg that's equipped to Barcha. This is incredibly efficient because now it means that we don't have to use Mistletoe to tribute over the card. You're going to use the effect of Gyderg to add and discard Baby Rock. Now you're going to take Baby Rock, Gyderg, and Romulus to summon Dragunity Lord Georgius. Now you're going to activate the effect of Georgius to summon Lewin from your extra deck. Lewin's effect will activate here to equip Phalanx onto it. Now you're going to unequip the Phalanx and summon the card. Then you're going to activate the effect of Mistletoe to send Barter to the grave. Now Mistletoe will equip Koos to it, and then you're going to unequip the Koos. Now you're going to take Lewin and Mistletoe to summon Centurion Auxilla. This will let you add a Centurion card from your deck to your hand, which will be True Awakening. Now we're safe from Dark Ruler no more. It's always very important to have a counter trap, spell, and trap negate in your combos. This is because cards like Dark Ruler no more exist. You can't respond to those cards with a monster effect, and if you let those cards resolve, it's going to negate all your monsters on your field. So here you're going to take Koos and turn it into Pitsy, and you're going to use Phalanx and turn that card into Striker Dragon. You're going to activate the effect of Pitsy now to bring back Guideric from your grave. Guideric's effect will activate to add and discard Samsara Dragon. You're going to activate the effect of Samsara Dragon in the grave and banish that card to add Mistletoe to your hand, and then you get to normal summon Mistletoe. You're going to tribute over your spears, and 2 effects will activate here. Mistletoe's effect will equip Phalanx onto it, and then Seals, because it was tributed, will summon a dragon monster from your deck. We're going to summon Bestial Magnemite. So now here's a really exciting part of the combo. We get to show off a new card that I've never showed off in the Dragunity combo yet. We're going to take our Guideric and our Magnemite to summon Evolzar Lars. Now there are some people that have played Dragunity for a long time might have never seen this card before. The card is incredibly good, but it just doesn't come up very often in Dragunity combos. This card is a rank 6 Dragon Xyz monster that's completely generic that only needs 2 level 6 monsters. While this card has material under it, your opponent cannot target this card with monster effects. When your opponent activates a card or effect, as a quick effect, you detach 2 materials from this card, target one face-up card on the field, and negate that card's effect. Also, if this card only has dinosaur or reptile cards as Xyz material, you only have to detach 1 card. So because we have Guideric and Mistletoe under this card as material, and both are dragons, we have to detach 2 materials from this card. However, that's completely fine because this card is just an Omni Negate. This card is honestly crazy when you think about it, even though you only get 1 negate out of it. First of all, this card has built-in protection and it's completely generic. Any deck that puts 2 level 6 monsters on the field can use this card. And like I said, this card is an Omni Negate, it can stop anything. Another really key important thing about this card is that it's a Dragon Xyz. Because we activated the effect of Dragunity Remus at the start of our turn, we're locked into only summoning dragon monsters from our extra deck for the rest of this turn. There are only 4 rank 6 Dragon Xyz monsters in the entire game. One of them is Atum, who's really good, but as you can see from our board, we don't need Atum. Another one is Chaos Chimera Dragon. This card is really awful. It needs 3 or more level 6 monsters as material to summon the card, which we could actually do with our combo. You should never summon this card ever in a duel, even if you can. The third rank 6 Dragon Xyz monster is Evolzar Solda, but the card needs 2 level 6 dinosaur monsters as material. The effect of that card is actually pretty good, but you can't even make it in Dragunity because you don't have any dinosaur monsters. So by process of elimination, you have to summon Lars, but that's not even a bad thing. Like I said, this card is incredibly broken. Built-in protection, Omni Negate, and completely generic. I'm very happy I get to use this card in a Dragunity combo and show you guys because the card is honestly pretty amazing. Makes me pretty sad that I never got to use this card before. However, the great thing about Lars is that it fits the role perfectly in this deck. Now you're going to activate Phalanx's effect to summon itself, and then you're going to take Mistletoe and Phalanx to summon Warlord Savage Dragon. Savage Dragon's effect will activate because it was synchro summoned to equip Romulus onto it. It will gain 600 attack and also gain 2 Boral counters. Now you're going to step from your hand to the field Centurion True Awakening, which is the counter trap. During the end phase of this turn, you get to add a dragon monster off the effect of Magnemite, so you're going to add Bestial Baldrake. It honestly really doesn't matter what card you add from your deck to your hand, but Baldrake is the best one because it does something on the opponent's turn. However, you're going to see very soon why that won't matter. Now on the opponent's turn, when they special summon a monster, you're going to activate the effect of Georgius. Georgius is very strong because it can also summon a monster on the opponent's turn. When your opponent special summons a monster, you get to summon a Dragunity monster from your extra deck. You're going to summon a Reed Bear here, and that's very good because this card is just another monster negate. So just take a look at our end board here. You have Evolzar Lars, who's an Omni Negate. You have Georgius, who can stop your opponent from activating monster effects in the grave. On top of that, the card is also a spell and trap negate. You have a Reed Bear and Crystal Wing, who will both negate 1 monster effect each. You have Warlord Savage Dragon, who's just another Omni Negate. You also have True Awakening, which is just another Omni Negate, but it also can stop cards that can't be responded to by monster effects. This means that we can stop Forbidden Droplet and Dark Ruler no more, which is very important. On top of that, you also have a Baldrake in your hand, so this combo is anti-Dark Ruler and anti-Nibiru, and you got 7 negates. On top of that, you also have Divine Wind, and that card will get you back a Dragon or Wing Beast monster from your grave. So pretty much I would just call this the God board. You have everything you need and more. The best thing about this combo especially is that we didn't use Darkness Metal, Atum, or Zephyros. The reason why is because those cards are bricks, but also what would they even do in this combo? There is nothing that I could even do better with those cards, so there's no reason to play them to begin with. It's just so much better to play a bunch of hand traps over those cards because they're just garnets that make your deck brickier. A hand trap will be so much better than those other cards. So this was the reason why I wanted to show you guys this combo. One, because this combo is incredibly cool, it's so insane, but the second reason is to show you that you don't need cards like Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, Zephyros, or Atum in your deck anymore. Like I said, those cards are incredibly strong, but they're just bricks that you don't need to run. Now there is one thing that makes me sad about this combo. There's no other 2-card combo that would make a better board than this. All this took was Remus and a discard. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was really excited to share this combo with you guys. This is pretty much how I want to play Dragunity as a deck, and this combo is fantastic. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a good one. Take care.